Rachel Zegler is the gift that just keeps taking from Disney, and Snow White, the remake, just might be the worst abomination in the history of the company. Today, we're going to show you how she, that's Rachel, is screwing the House of Mouse even more, and how many hundreds of millions of dollars this sucker is going to cost them.
When I tell you that it's hard, I just mean to be inside my brain. That's hard. And I'm there 24/7. I can't get out of it.
Hello folks, welcome back to the Pro Channel, the place where we explain entertainment, keep you ahead of the culture curve, talk about a whole lot of chaos, and we do it with a smile on our face, not because we enjoy watching things burn, but because we believe you can learn from it and avoid the mistakes, the mishaps of the House of Mouse. And folks, we're here, as always, to douse them with reality and bring Disney back to the mainstream middle, the sensible center, where money is made. All right, folks, we are taking a look right now at the Snow White teaser trailer, and it is not being well received, despite YouTube trying to hide this as best they can and removing the visibility of the dislike button. Well, guess what? There are Chrome extensions that allow you to see it, and this is historic. Snow White, 64,000 likes, 458,000 dislikes, a 7-to-1 dislike ratio, and I suspect this will go to 10-to-1 by the time it is over. And you might say, well, that's bad enough. It's bad enough that this movie that probably has a price tag of $500 million, we've covered it before, we'll cover it again, not today, that's a video for another time, but $500 million, this thing is dead on arrival. You talk about an expensive bit of fail. This is it. But, well, it's continuing on. How did we get here, though, folks? Remember, Zegler, of course, called the Prince Charming a stalker. Weird. We had the situation where they had the dirty hippies. They got rid of them. They replaced them with CGI dwarfs because you can't hire real dwarfs to play the role of dwarfs because the only way to have inclusion is exclusion. So get out of here, little people. That's what Disney said. I would never say that because, well, I'm not a horrible, evil corporation, but Disney did it. And Snow White then turned into a CGI monstrosity after about 3 rounds of reshoots, and again, $500 million. Well, that wasn't enough chaos for young Rachel Zegler. That wasn't enough, and she's done plenty more, don't worry, to destroy any chance of this movie having any sort of success. Oh my. Here we are again, but why? This is from Joel M. Petlin. Folks, I have to admit, I don't know anything about this individual, so please don't read into this anything based on me using this. I'm just using it to point out what's happening. So who knows who this person is? I don't. Surely. I'm sure Joel is a wonderful person, probably. But it says Rachel Zegler is trolling her much more famous and beautiful Snow White co-star, Gal Gadot. Disney continues to hire the wrong actors to represent their brand. Rather than promoting a film, they choose to embarrass themselves and the studio. Well, why would Joel say this? Folks, we have to be careful about what we say and what we do here, and I just want to clarify that this channel is a channel that analyzes entertainment and has a focus on the Walt Disney Company. We know that you have sources out there who tell you all sorts of things, highly intelligent channels that explain what's going on with geopolitical situations and the latest news of the world. We're really not trying to do that here. So I'm not going to tell you what I think about this particular world situation. I'm just going to say, you know, when the evil queen is played by a very attractive young woman, well, you know, Gal Gadot, I still think she's a young woman, and she's a beautiful young woman at that. Gal Gadot, of course, having played Wonder Woman. Gal Gadot, well, she's Israeli. Somebody better tell Rachel that quickly. Rachel says, and always remember, and there it is. And Rachel is saying that after a situation that is, well, extremely contentious. Her co-star probably not feeling the same way. But Rachel Zegler is determined to destroy every opportunity for Snow White to make some money. Take a look at this out of Breitbart. It says, Disney PR nightmare. Rachel Zegler declares, and you get it, while promoting Snow White trailer. Oh, you mean this trailer that's got a 7-to-1 dislike ratio? That trailer? Oh, go on. Tell me how efficient is Miss Zegler? Actress Rachel Zegler appears determined to continue being a PR nightmare for the Walt Disney Company and its CEO, Bob Iger, although I would say Disney does that pretty darn well on their own lately, don't they? I mean, that stock is, woo, and D23 was, good job, Disney. Zegler, who stars in Disney's upcoming live-action remake of Snow White, declared on social media this week while promoting the new trailer for the big-budget movie, whose release is being delayed by a year after what was rumored to be extensive reshoots. Oh, Zegler, look at this. See, she was responding. This is what's so great about Zegler. I mean, just, you talk about, she is a tornado of suck when it comes to entertainment. She was talking about the trailer. There's no reason in the world for her to do this, and yet she did. She says, I love you all so much. Thank you for the love and for 120 million views on our trailer in just 24 hours. What a world. And she doesn't mention, oh, thank you that it's one of the most historically disliked things in the history of YouTube. I am in the thick of rehearsals for Romeo and Juliet. Let me destroy something else. Then she says the thing. Oh. Zegler's political stunt comes after the actress ignited an enormous backlash from Disney fans last year over her past comments in which she had insulted the original 1937 animated film. Old videos resurfaced showing the actress pompously trashing the Disney classic, claiming the prince character is a creepy stalker and that women no longer crave romance. Of course they don't. Neither men nor women crave any kind of intimate affection. No, none, nada. They don't need the other side. Nope, no need for procreation whatsoever. No need for families. No need for romance. No need for falling in love. To heck with all of those beautiful and wonderful things that make life worth living. Right, Zegler? It's no longer 1937, she smugly declared. We don't need love anymore. It's 2024, baby. It's the year of hedonism.
When I tell you that it's hard, I just mean to be inside my brain. That's hard. And I'm there 24/7. I can't get out of it.
Get you some of that. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen such a condescending, smug Disney princess ever in my life, one fan declared online. Disney CEO Bob Iger has publicly stated he wants the company to stop engaging in ruinous cultural and political wars that have led the company into financial turmoil in recent years, resulting in more than 7,000 layoffs worldwide. And I'll just say to that, well, you know, actions speak louder than words. And Bob, oh, bobbity Bob, do we have some stories coming out on this channel? And have we ever seen the Disney company in just utter incompetence after D23? Snow White experienced even more negative backlash last year when unauthorized on-set photos leaked, providing the first look at the seven dwarves who resembled multiracial hipsters. They were almost normal size after the studio pledged last year to avoid reinforcing stereotypes about small people, little people. Yeah, you can't put little people on the screen. You can't put people with actual dwarfism on the screen, despite some of those actors needing this role terribly. Say no to dwarfs. That's the Disney motto these days. And so you've got these CGI Alfred E. Newman looking monstrosities that make the original Sonic the Hedgehog model look like Mozart or Rembrandt. Or, well, let's switch over to, I suppose, actual artists instead of musicians. Are they the same? I don't know. Michelangelo. Yeah. The original Sonic now looks like Michelangelo. Could have been the original Sonic up there in the Sistine Chapel, perhaps, in comparison to these dwarves. So, folks, that's where we are. So how much is it going to cost Disney? Well, you do the math. Let's see. This movie is dead on arrival. It's ugly as all get out. It looks like Thomas Kincaid painting only if your retina is covered in rust. And I mean that. So if it is actually difficult to even watch the trailer, and we've seen clips, by the way, we can't play them, of the movie, and it was even harder to watch. Let's see. What could possibly, if it makes, let's say, $300 million at the global box office, and it costs $500 million to release, and Disney gets back only half of what they make, you do the math, and this could be the biggest flop of all time. But Rachel Zegler, she's just so proud and so happy that so many people stopped by to watch it. Just to stop by and watch it burn, baby. And remember, we don't enjoy it when things burn, but boy, oh boy, do we ever learn here on this channel. Folks, we hope you're having a great day, and we hope this is a fun start to it. Let this not be a lesson for you in the way to go, but rather do not do anything like what Rachel Zegler or Disney do. Just avoid it. If you know what you should do in your life on your day-to-day basis when you're faced with a situation in which you need to make a decision, think, what would Bob Iger or Rachel Zegler do in this moment? And then do the opposite. And your life, well, it should go well. All right, folks, you can help us have a swell day. Consider clicking that like button, share, subscribe, click it, stick it to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. Drop a comment right on down below. Let us know your thoughts on this situation. It's crazy. It's zany, but that's Zegler, all right. And folks, don't forget, you can support Vacation Radio. It is our original content channel. Just go down in the video description, click on that link, and you will help us send Vacation Radio to the moon. All right, folks, we'll see you real soon. Even more videos coming out as we continue to cover what is going on throughout the entertainment industry. It may make you pull your hair. It may make you shout, what are you thinking? But we keep covering it without even blinking. All right, folks, until we meet again, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.
Listen up, my brothers and sisters. You've been listening to Phils and those with an agenda to destroy your brain cells for far too long. It's time to change your way of doing things. Hold up. TPP is the place to be. Covering the news so honestly. It's a team that's cool and tried and true. Ahead of the culture curve, they're trying to keep you. Jonas and Pro, they run the show, and they dragged in the bearded culture casino. You got Valiant and Lord and Fourth of Line. Wonderful people, yeah, they're alright. They got weird bringing in people like Floral, but made no mistake with Lorena Creole. Amelia and John, stuttering guitarist. Martin and Tawny and someone called CMS. Fat Steven makes a bunch of other graphics. Did I mention a partnership with Bending in the comics? Fat Sky is a guy and Doc Matt does the web stuff. There's probably some people I missed. I hope they're not telling you the news that should be fun. With accurate info that's not been spun. You can figure it out as you will see. The TPP is the place to be.
Yeah, Wilton. That was actually pretty good, or White. But I think you might have forgotten Vash.
Well, he lost all his friends. But it was implied.